on once again. German officials stress strong security guarantees in potential Ukraine-Russia peace talks. Deputy spokesperson Steffen Meyer said Germany is committed to constructive dialogue with European partners, the US and Ukrainian President Zelensky. He warned any deal must show Moscow is serious about peace and not allow Russia to regroup or pursue aggressive objectives. Economy Ministry spokesperson Susanne Ungrad added that further trade barriers must be avoided following US announcement of higher steel and aluminium tariffs. Germany stresses this process must succeed for Ukraine and European security. Listen in to what the government deputy spokesperson Steffen Meyer has stated.
Und deshalb ist, glaube ich, wichtig, nach dem, was wir jetzt die letzten Tage gesehen haben, Putin muss jetzt liefern. Putin muss zeigen, dass er ein ernsthaftes Interesse an einem Friedensschluss hat. Wir setzen darauf, dass wir diesen Prozess wirklich zu einem Erfolg führen, für die Ukraine zu einem Erfolg führen, für die europäische Sicherheit zu einem Erfolg führen. Und so habe ich die Aussagen des Bundeskanzlers verstanden. Wir sind grundsätzlich ja im ständigen Austausch, nicht nur in den letzten Tagen, sondern es wird sicherlich fortlaufend auch so sein. Einerseits mit den europäischen Partnern, mit Präsident Zelensky, aber auch mit der US-Seite. Jetzt auch weitere konkrete Schritte auch zu unternehmen, zum Beispiel Sicherheitsgarantien konkret auszubuchstabieren. Da stehen wir jetzt am Anfang von einem sicherlich längerfristigen Prozess. Wir bleiben in diesem gesamten Prozess konstruktiv und hoffen, wie gesagt, dass Wladimir Putin sich bewegt.
We're now joined by Major General Dr. Rajan Kochar, who's a senior strategic and defence expert. Thank you very much, Major General, for joining us here on the programme. Germany and also Europe made a breakthrough yesterday when it came to the Washington talks. They pitched to Donald Trump security guarantees and they got a maybe. Donald Trump said that Ukraine might be protected from the air from the United States, but he did rule out boots on the ground. How important is this, and also the push of security guarantees on the region?
Thanks, Thomas, and nice to see you back. My best wishes. The most important aspect, see, if this ceasefire has to take place, let us understand the position of Ukraine and let us also understand the position of Russia. What are the concerns of Ukraine? What are the concerns of Russia? And once we understand the concerns of these two countries, I think a ceasefire may be a possibility, because right now I don't think it is a possibility. Why I actually say is because first aspect is, before coming to the German foreign minister and spokesperson statements, the first and foremost is that a reality that Russia has captured almost 20% of Ukraine. Under no circumstances would Russia agree to give back this territory, because it has been taken after a lot of blood and toil. There have been so many casualties of the Russians and the Ukrainians at the same time. But the victor has been Russia, and Russia will not be able to go back on that. So in case we take that as a position of ceasefire talks, that Russia is going to keep this 20% of this territory, what we do, what we have to give to Ukraine, because it has to be a situation where the Ukraine also has to be given certain concessions, because when a ceasefire takes place, it is with the agreement of both the parties. So now the importance of the German viewpoint, that certain kind of security guarantees have to be built in, because without that, I don't think Ukraine is going to agree, and Putin will have to accept, because in case Putin wants a ceasefire, he will have to give in to certain security guarantees. Now I divide these guarantees into three parts. One is the military guarantees, The other is the diplomatic or the political guarantees, and the third is the economic and the reconstruction guarantees. Because these are those three areas which Ukraine is also looking into. What stops Russia from attacking Ukraine after a couple of months of resting its troops, regrouping its resources, and again starting the offensive? So these security guarantees are very, very important from that point of view, because there is a lack of trust. It's very important when you have a ceasefire and when you don't have trust, so you have to build in certain assurances and guarantees for which the United States has to play a very important role. Military guarantees, I would actually say, is that long-term weapon supplies will have to continue
Yes.
to Ukraine. Uh, in terms of advanced air defense, in terms of artillery, in terms of drones, something like what the US and Israel enjoy. That kind of relationship has to be built in as far as Ukraine is concerned, because it cannot be any ad hocism, and it cannot be at the whims and fancies. If
Yes.
Trump decides that I don't want to give you anything right now, no, it cannot be done like this. It has to be a guarantee.
Major.
The second is the training commitments. The permanent training.
Major General, I'm so sorry to interrupt. We are very